Ladies and gentlemen, the first Las Vegas Raiders mock game in Allegiant Stadium has arrived. You can see Geno Smith and Aiden O'Connell and Cam Miller, as well as Tyree Wilson, Pete Carroll, Max Crosby, a bunch of guys going through warm-up period of today's mock game, and we're going to cover everything you need to know in this video on who looked good, standouts, news, notes, highlights. Now, I'm assuming they're probably not going to show too much of the actual 11-on-11 game footage, but what we're going to do in this video is cover pretty much everything that you need to know. If there's highlights, we'll show you the highlights. If there's not, we'll show you or tell you what's happening and who's looking good, who's standing out, and whatnot. Before we dive into the video, go follow Jesse Merrick, your boy Q, and all the other Las Vegas Raider reporters out there who work so hard each and every single day to kind of get these highlights out for us to enable us to make these videos. Who are you most excited to see during this year's preseason? It could be anybody. Let me know in the comments down below. 2 players. And with that being said, let's just dive into the video, man. I'm excited for this one. Yesterday, Brock Bowers was resting, had a rest day, but is back today and is expected to kind of go through this mock game here for the Las Vegas Raiders, which I am very excited about. Brock Bowers is the focal point of this offense, and I do think that he's going to be utilized a ton today. I am excited to see what the teams are. I know there are some other teams that just kind of, like the Patriots, for example, just scrambled things up, random guys in random situations, random spots. It wasn't like Geno and the starting offense together versus the third right? It's going to be, I think, scattered. We'll see. Ultimately, I'll keep you guys updated, but definitely happy that Brock Bowers was back here today for this. All right, here's Geno Smith warming up for today's mock game, or I think it's more of a scrimmage than anything, but either way, warming up with the quarterbacks. Cam Miller, I know you guys want a lot more news on Aiden O'Connell, and we will do that for you today. Hopefully, he's probably going to have his own team, his own starting offense. So we'll see how he does today, as well as maybe Cam Miller will get some reps in there as well. Haven't heard too much about Cam Miller, but another big piece of news that I did want to say was Tom Brady is here. Tom Brady was heavily involved, I believe, yesterday's practice and is back today. Tom Brady is starting to be implemented into these plans, which is really cool to see. I guarantee you he is such a big mentor to guys like Cam Miller or Aiden O'Connell, right? So definitely huge, and that is a good sign if you're a Raider fan. Here's a first look at Ashton Jeanty here, as well as some other guys, Dylan Laube, and some other running backs. You see some wide receivers in here, linebackers, all getting ready for today. It's going to be very exciting, but I am curious to see how Ashton Jeanty comes out here and looks. I'm going to be focused on whatever team he's on. Let me see some footage of that, man. All right, so big interesting piece of news right here from Jesse Merrick on Twitter or X. He said it's just warm-ups, but when the first team defense lined up for warm-ups ahead of the mock game, Darien Porter was opposite of Eric Stokes. This is big news. We've heard JT Woods, we've heard DeCamerion Richardson, all being rumored to be potential starting corners for this team on the boundary, right? So, at first look, as of today, looks like Darien Porter might have won the job so far. Again, a lot of work needs to be done, but that is pretty big news right here, man. We might actually have a couple of plays for you guys. We'll see what I can do, but here was one of them right here, or not one of them, but a piece of news that I wanted to share with you guys. Jackson Powers Johnson is working with the first team at right guard to open up the scrimmage, which is good news. We know he's probably not the center anymore. It's probably going to be Jordan Meredith at center, and JPJ is probably going to be right guard. I'm assuming maybe Alex Kappa works his way back up. You also have Dylan Parham at left guard. So they do like what they have thus far. We also saw this. It's only the first drive of the scrimmage, but Chip Kelly has already split rookie running back Ashton Jeanty out wide a few times. We have heard over the past couple of days, and maybe even weeks at this point, that Chip Kelly is astonished with this man's ability to catch the football out of the backfield that wasn't utilized at Boise State. They love his natural hands, and I think they're going to utilize him a lot. That way they can still have Raheem Mostert in the backfield, for a speed change at the running back position. Now, really quickly, guys, I know you guys can probably hear my dog barking. Do me a quick favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering this Raider team throughout the entirety of this offseason, training camp, preseason, regular, everything. Got you covered. Let's get back into it. Okay, so speaking of it, Look at the bottom of your screen, guys. Ashton Jeanty lined out wide here. Now, on this specific play, we're gun, right? We're empty set. 5 wide, empty set. We have 1 high safety over the top that we can see. Gino notices we got maybe some pressure coming from the A gap here. Got to keep that in mind. They just send 4. We're going to see Jeanty in the flats. You're going to see that guy kind of hesitate for just a second, okay? Watch this man right here. He hesitates. More time. Drop back. Look at him. See him hesitate? Let me try to move my camera for you guys. Hesitates just a second, and Gino says, okay, bet. Taking it. Ripped it through there. Now, in a real game, I don't think Jeanty gets tackled there. Gets up the sideline. Picks up some yards there. Obviously, would have gotten hit out of bounds at some point. They want to use Jeanty in a lot. And, by the way, this is coming from Vegas Sports Today. Make sure you guys go follow them if you haven't already done so. And Mike Dixon, guy who recorded it. So, make sure you guys go follow them if you haven't already done so. Let me fix that. There you go, Mike Dixon. Go follow him for more highlights from this practice. Another piece of news here, Ryan McFadden. You guys can go follow him. Raiders quarterback leads the first team offense down the field before throwing a red zone touchdown to tight end Brock Bowers. And this is the exact reason I was happy to have him back at practice today after resting yesterday. He's a focal point of this offense, and they're going to get him the ball a lot this season. So starts off with a touchdown during this little scrimmage. We have some more news here from Jesse Merrick as the first team defense lines up for their first drive. Now they're taking on the second team offense versus Aiden O'Connell, and then the first team offense goes up against the second team defense. So for this one, we saw the corners as Darien Porter and Eric Stokes, something we talked about a little bit early on into the video. That is cool to see. They're giving Porter time to, or I mean, not really giving him time. They're throwing him into the fire. They're saying, hey, let's see what you can do for us, right? You had Jonah play at the 3 technique, which is interesting because I initially said I think we're going to see a lot more Tyree Wilson, and I still do believe that. We'll see if that gets adjusted at any point here, but Jonah is a guy that could be, again, another big-time player for them in the middle, as long as Wilkins is gone, and he is gone. 4-3 base with Roberts, White, and Pratt out there at linebacker. Again, not too surprised here. 4-3 defense. You'll probably see Jamal Adams sprinkled in a little bit during today's practice at the linebacker position, but in just multiple sets, right? Someone says down here, no Jacorian. That is correct. No Jacorian, at least with this starting 4-3 base defense. See when they come out in the nickel and whatnot. Now, we do have this as well. The first team Raiders defense just went to nickel. Okay, that's interesting, right? In the scrimmage with Jeremy Trin rolling to the slot and Lonnie Johnson to a high safety role. Now, this is interesting. Jeremy Chin's a great player. And when you look at his Carolina Panther career, they started him at safety, and then they moved him to nickel, and then even played outside corner at times. They utilized him everywhere, and he is that type of player. I trust him more in the box as a safety, but in the nickel is not bad either, especially if you love Lonnie Johnson. Again, move this guy everywhere and see how it works. It's going to be good. So I heard pretty quickly here that the first team defense, no trouble at all, stopped the second team offense, got the ball back to the first team offense, and then Geno Smith comes out here, threads the needle to big Michael Mayer for a massive gain. Listen, Michael Mayer, and we've been talking about it a lot, he's going to be played a lot. Chip Kelly likes to utilize 12 personnel. And I think because they want to get Ashton Jeanty the ball a lot as well, I think it's going to make us a little bit, or not us, but the Raiders, more unpredictable when it comes to running the football. I think they have 2 tight ends that can do a little bit of both in terms of run blocking ability, but also being able to hit the seams hard as well. So listen, I think the versatility and the unpredictability of this offense going into the season is going to be outstanding, and you're seeing both these tight ends make an impact right away. Trey Tucker has also had a very good camp running multiple routes, seems to have a good chemistry with Geno Smith. Expect Trey Tucker to maybe be a little bit better this year when it comes to his ability. Geno is looking for Brock in the red zone a lot, has 2 touchdowns on the day already. Again, we talked about it early. He's going to be the focal point of this offense, and it's going to be so much fun, man. Now, I am going to end the video here, guys. If you want more news and notes, go follow your boy Q. Go follow Jesse Merrick. Go follow all these guys. Ryan McFadden. Go check them out. Levi Edwards. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.